Hi, hi. Welcome to my live stream. Hi, welcome to my live stream. Who is Rumi Max? Running Max, Abi. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Hi, welcome. How am I doing? I'm good. And you? I'm good. I hope you are doing great also. It's okay. Okay. It means I tried. Like pronouncing some names sometimes really give me tough time to pronounce. Like, I don't know if it's mother tongue or I don't know. I can read, I can write, but things like this sometimes, I don't know. But yeah, I got yours now. Running maths, I'm running something like a sort of, yeah. Mhm. I have to take some water. Where am I from? I get this question most times. Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria. And you? Where are you from? Where am I from? Nigeria. And you? I know where you're shouting from. Dominican. Wow. Wow. Where is that? And where? Dominican and where? What's that flag? The second flag represents where? Please, can you enlighten me? I see. Um, Splendid. Yeah, my day went well. My day went well, actually. Thank God. How about yours? Hope your day went well as well. How about you? How was the day? Was me? Why? Why is that? Why is that? I understand. I understand. It's middle, not good, not bad, but well, how this thing? Happy for you. Since it's not totally bad, it's sort of good and bad, but I hope the bad is not too bad. It's just like in the middle. Hope it's not too bad. And I hope you enjoy the good part of your day. And then the bad is not so bad. I hope so. My hair is going bad. Like you guys won't believe that I made this hair just this Saturday. Like it's the kind of hair that I will make. That is okay. You have to go to the sleep by okay, I have to. All right. Good night. Me, I've been sleeping. It's not long I woke up from the sleep to start off this life. Yeah. Have a nice sleep. And thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Okay. Bye. Please let's keep the life lively. Let's chat, okay? You can ask me any question, even though I know it's not the title of this video because I wanted to talk about motherhood. I wanted to talk about, how my day. What was the title? I can't even remember what I started this live stream ask, but nevertheless, you can ask me any question and please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't, okay? So yeah, let's keep it lively. You can ask me any question and let's chat, please. It means a lot to me. Okay. Well, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I want to talk about motherhood. I can't blame this on nature. It feels like people have already left the line, but I don't know. In my previous live stream, I talked about motherhood, and now I think um my fan, I'm feeling a kind of cold. My fan is on, and without this fan, I'll be sweating. Anyways, I will say, okay, in my previous live stream, I talked about how I balance um motherhood and business. And this time around, I'm not talking about how I balance the two, but um, not how I balance it, but I want to talk about motherhood and you know my daily life. Yeah, my daily life routine. Basically. most of what I talked about last time, it's simple. And daily life, it's just a simple life. I go to occasion once I am invited for one, and I enjoy it to the fullest. Aside that, I don't mostly go out. I don't have time to do that, but I go out every day, but it's nice, okay? I just have to finish up what I have to do here, to my shop, and yeah, sit down and wait for customers to attend to. That basically how my day, I spend most of my days go inside the market to buy food stuff the day I have to, and use the rest of the time to wait in my shop for customers to attend to customers, like I said. Sometimes I send my daughter, I give her a list of what to buy. Sometimes I call people that sell, most times when it's cheap item, I call them to, make some reservations. If that's correct. Because sometimes I hear that, especially like on such things, to buy like banga, you hear that it's finished, maybe you didn't call on time. Sometimes I call on Fridays that I will need to show to tomorrow, and I'll have to call them in the morning to remind them. And sometimes I make the call in that very day, early, early. Or I go to market. It's been long I did, market. Like, I don't know. This Saturday, oh no, the Saturday will be shocked up. If not, I would have loved to go to do markets, like soup items. Yeah, but I don't know. No, the market Saturday is going to be shocked up, and Sunday I have my meeting on Sunday in the church, and I'll also be attending one meeting here in my house. You see, motherhood is what I went into motherhood at my very young age. Yes, 14, 14, 16, 19. I got married, and by 20, I was already a mother. You see, I didn't get to enjoy those part of, but I don't talk about that, but at the same, I'm not regretting it, but that's what it is. Without allowing my daughter to get married the same age I got married, a choice, a choice. But I will definitely, look for ways to kick around it. But I want to be open, don't do or do. Because nobody knows tomorrow. You may say not to, and she misses the love of her life. Mm. God forbid. I didn't wish her that, but yeah. Um, I don't think some people have their choices, okay? I won't tell her, I won't tell them. I actually have three daughters. And and I won't tell her not to do or do, okay? Anytime she feels like to get married, but I also want her to get married before the age of 24, 25. But at the same time, I still say it's a choice. I am deviating from what the title of this video is. I'm talking about motherhood and not to discuss my daughter. Anyway, so yeah, motherhood is sweet. Motherhood is sweet, sweet, bitter. The bitter part of it makes us strong. The sweet part of it, you know, keeps us going. Yeah, and I will not tell you guys, no matter what I said, I will also say that it's not for the weak. Just as people will only say YouTube is not for the weak, motherhood is not for the weak, I will keep saying it. No, I keep saying it, that motherhood is not for the weak. If I had further go, my education, let's say I would say that what I read in the polling, if I had known, I would have go for something else. So, and um advocate or advisor for women, something like that. I'll talk about marriage and motherhood a lot because I think a lot about it because ah God. And I'll also say that and what works for Mr. A is not what works for Mr. B. Okay. If you really want to really stay in your marriage, you have to tighten your belt and get something doing. Get something this so you don't always have to depend on your spouse. Okay. Yeah. So it's once you have something really text about always ask money. I've always said that no matter the kind of amount I have, that I'll always ask money from my husband. Yeah, I do that even till today. I do that a lot, but I also spend my money. Sometimes I will like to put my money to show that I'm doing something. Not that if I ask you, will not give, but I want to brag that me too, I did make money, that kind of feeling. Anyways, or sometimes I want to like help because it's something I swear not that's not because I am forced to do it, but because I want to mind you these things that I use my money to cook. We already have meat, fish, and mostly what I used to buy is stock fish and maybe smoked fish and the rest because we have meat always in this house on the freezer and we have most times we have dry fish as well. So from time to time we buy dry fish. If we don't have fish, because we have little pond in the kitchen, so we raise our own chicken most times and yeah, we raise our own we rear our own fish and then we take it to fry and then bring it back to the house and consume like plenty. Sometimes we keep like 3 cartons of food for ourselves. Our that was for a very, very long time. Yeah. So once or two foods. So ah, question is this. YouTube. I can't know. This question on YouTube will throw 1 or 2 rules. Doesn't know that's true. Anyways, just to make the live stream going, 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 they just the question just pop up because I know that people are watching, but people are not actually typing. Like I prefer when people are typing like chatting than when only is doing the talking because I don't know how many people watching me. I might be doing some mistakes and people will be watching me. So guys, I prefer question and answer, question and answer, question and answer. Anyways, as I was saying, like time today is Friday, and on Fridays I don't rush to cook like that any like every other day because not that I don't cook. I'll cook that that my kids will eat when they come back from school. But I don't rush to the kitchen to cook for everybody just like every other day. I will settle that I have time to cook little time, not that rush rushing. Like this one, I'm going to be making vegetable soup. I pray is I start on time. I'm going to make it a live video or maybe a normal video, I don't know, something like that. Then my kids go to school mostly snacks on Fridays or sometimes we buy them stops. Okay. Yeah, but I get something. So Saturdays, on Fridays, sometimes I give them something like fried. Sometimes I make buns, samosa, fried samosa, spring roll, sweet potato, Irish, yam. What they call that? That you mix with egg with flour. I give it to them. Or what is basically fries, or sometimes we buy them something from the school. I'll get to the school, but for my last baby, we buy food for him. Yeah, buy food for him. Like I don't get to cook, but most times when they are left, I'll cook food and then eat when they come back from school. If I have the strength, and sometimes I'll cook and take it to my husband's shop. Mhm. Sounds weird, right? Yeah, that is my own kind of mother. That is where it has placed to it. So look at my hair like this. I think I have small hair like this that make it feel like my hair is kind of old, but when I did like this, you see the wiggle. You see the wiggle like this. I want to get to see me. But yeah, my hair is waved. He said it will be 1 week tomorrow. 1 week tomorrow. Tomorrow is sorry, next tomorrow. Tomorrow is I'm talking about today. We already this is past 3. So maybe some Saturday is not even up to a week. So that is how my own motherhood looks like. Some people have helps here and there in their homes. I would say it's going to 4 years now. I've not had any help in the house. I didn't know this shit. Only me. Believe in me, it's tiring. Yeah. I've been looking for one. Those nannies, those moms that will come and work and go. Yeah, because that was the kind of one I had the last time, the last person that worked for me. And when we left for Christmas, we came back January. She didn't return when I wanted that. She returned March instead of January. See, and I was angry. I was like, this woman have tested work somewhere else. And because I keep calling her, but she refuses to pick. Sometimes her daughter will I tell her that her mother is not around. And meanwhile, this phone belongs to her. This is the phone she used to come to work with when she was working in my house. Then she didn't return January. I called and called and called. You know, when you have someone new work with it's a certain thing for you. And at the point, she no longer comes. You know how hard that work would be on you. So that was what I went through. I was doing all these things. I'm the kind of person that cannot stand debt, but that's dirty. But you see this motherhood, so, to show you shake a banza. So sometimes I'll be forced to, look at some things and look my eye just like this for my sanity. Because it's not easy to raise it. eh. I already have grown-ups and I still have little ones. So um so I was doing all of that alone, January, February, and then she returned in March. And basically she has tried somewhere and maybe she's not getting all um what she was getting from me and had to come back, and by then I was not ready to receive her. Even though deep down in me, I I was happy that she came, but I was just doing that thinking that she would come back. Then she called twice, I didn't respond, and that's such bad. She never called again. And I didn't call her because I feel like no, 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 this person is not loyal at all. Not loyal at all. So I have to let her go. And since then, I've been suffering. And again, getting someone to work for you, you have to, eh, be the patient type. If you don't have patience, you'll not be able to stay with anyone. You have to overlook some things that they do. You have to overlook the soup that they steal, your food stuff that they will steal, and all that kind of thing. Like the last one that worked for me, I never imagined that this man can bring people to my house. This is the second person that worked for me. And they bring people to my house. There was this person this lady that worked for me. And that day I went out to get something and my elder sister came. Boom. They left my gate open. Like I never leave my gate. If you're coming to my house, we knock and then will open the gate for me. And she asked the partner, and behold, look at this baby with her friends. Fried, fried my own plantain. And they were eating in the parlor with my family album. I never believed it. If this was not coming from my sister, I wouldn't have believed it. And I thought I locked my room. I didn't know my room was not locked. And how then she had the headphone to go inside my room and bring out her album that is this big, yeah, like this big. And my sister said she was shocked. And they were even playing jump balls in my sitting room. By Jesus Christ. And then I just pretended like I didn't hear anything. And my sister told me. I said, you know what? I'll pay her salary in 3 days time. And because I know her mom, and she was actually a twin, and I just paid her that month. I told her that I'll call you. Don't come. I'll call you. And I never called her. Oh, so I did that one. Then one day I wasn't have meeting and I was already preparing their food. I went inside the store to get all the plates that we used to serve, the food I picked. Now and behold, I was not single plate there. So this girl that works for me have cleared all the plate I had. Full one big, not the biggest cooler, this cooler ever seen. That is the size of cooler I had. Because even that cooler now, I don't know where that cooler is. So that was how that one went missing. And tomorrow I knew that she sees me, she appeared to be very shy. And see, I should really somehow, how are you? I'll just go my way. Oh. And there was a day we went child education in one place. They used there for event and they have their parlor there. It happened that she wasn't in their parlor. I was like, oh, that is nice. Because I also have three daughters. I cannot say anything bad against her, right? Or can't I such thing. But I know that the daughters I raised will not behave like that. Well, I'm talking too much. No one has answered this question. You two gave me this question that for you guys to answer one or two, like straw, one or two. How many holes does straw have? It's a simple answer. Someone should just answer it and let's get to another. My dogs are barking outside. Dogs are barking. Like I have dogs in this house. Dogs. Well, last year December, I have about 11 dogs. I was starting to sell, sorry, 17. We sold some of them, and just last month we sold the remaining ones. The remaining one, two, three, the remaining four big ones now, and eight each one. The one just need to pay. So 8 plus 8 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 plus 5. 13. That is what I have now. Is 8 puppies. Sorry. Yeah, 8 puppies and 5 big ones. 13. That is the number of dog I have right now in this house, but not. I raised them like what is it called? Normally, what I thought was a crossbreed. My husband doesn't like dog. I forced him to like dogs, so I started buying. I bought the crossbreed. That was the first dog I had, and everybody likes that dog because this dog catches. You cannot pass front of my house. Who born me? Oh my god! You won't dare to cross. Like there was a day. I drove out of the compound, and my daughter had to lock the gates, and she didn't lock the gate properly. We never knew. My dogs came out. I wasn't traveling. Nobody here have nobody in the state have my number. They have to go through, they have to call the secretary to go through the estate or whatever, search for my husband. They used the number for our house to get my husband's number. They have to call him for the east when he traveled to call us to go and lock the gate because my doors came out and people could not pass. Hey, Jesus Christ. No car, no machine, no person. Cars can pass. How? Because if it was me, I would pass with my car because the car cannot bring the last time. Instead, I'll be soon. Forgive me, but yeah, but bikes cannot pass. People cannot pass. My dogs, yeah, they just block the streets. Back in making noises until after Saint Chidera, he came back and put them inside and locked the gate properly. So that is how harsh my dogs. I'm not proud of faith, but I am proud. Yeah, that's I raised a harsh. Like you give me any kind of dog, I'll raise that dog to be harsh. Yes, I can be my chest. I will raise that dog to be a very, very harsh dog. Once in again, if not for someone that we bought one dog when the dog was we bought one dog when the dog was already big. Like a person is packing out of his house and we had to keep that dog with us. There's that dog that talks to dogs to go outside. If not, anytime I open my gate, the way I train them, they will just sit down and be looking at the gate like this. They won't come out. That is how I raise my dog. They won't step out of that gate. Will be running about in the compound, but then they won't let anyone to come inside the compound. But that day I was like surprised. And when my husband came and said, "You mean my dogs came outside the area, including commander came outside?" I was like, "Yes." I said, I failed. I failed as when I say dogs when I be as a dog owner. What is the name? What's the word that they call someone that raised dog? What is the name? So that's it. Everyone is answering that question. I guess I'll use my second phone to answer that question. Mm. I'll be talking, 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 talking. I'm tired though. I'm not tired of doing the light so I'm tired of talking and no one is chatting. As I'm so tired. If you're here, you're not liking the live stream, you're not liking, you're not chatting, you're just looking. It's not nice. Please support my channel. Support me. If you like the live stream, it's a plus to me. I'll be happy to come back and do live stream next time. If you share the live stream, YouTube is going to recommend it to others, even if you like it. It's still a plus, they will still recommend it to others. But being here, not doing anything, you're not tapping on your screen, you're not uh, doing any of this, are not gifting me, and no, you're not doing anything. You see, is it good? It's not good though. I'm looking for, I'm based in Kaduna. Kaduna will say, Tamiko. I am looking for help, not like monetary aspect, but help in all ramifications, like for my people keep going so that I'll get to monetization. Yeah, that is what I mean. So that I'll get to actually be monetized. If you can visit my channel, you can like my post, you can watch my short video, you can watch my live stream, watch it to the end, leave your comments, like, subscribe if you haven't, and yeah, that is a way of helping my channel to grow. It's a way which can help me to grow. Yeah, that was my chicken. I also real little chickens. I used to rear agrics before, but the time I don't have the time. Now, coupled with the fact that their food is very, very expensive now. Like their food is very, 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 very expensive. Expensive. So that's the reason why I stopped. Just let me know if you're on the line, please. Let me know if you're on the line. Hey guys, I talked about motherhood, but I wasn't talking soon because I noticed that people are no longer watching. I was like, I had to, pause and I use my second phone to go watch other people's live video as well. And this is 3:50. You know, I'll be ending the live soon by I saw. Yeah. If you have any question, you can ask me any question. Um, gladly answer your question. You guys guide me to watch the other day I now was the day before yesterday, or let's say 4 days ago, 3 days ago. I talked about my new video which I was editing, and I'm here to tell you guys that the video is finally out. You can go ahead and watch it, okay? And go ahead and watch it, not the shorts, but the long form video. Okay, the shorts can also lead you to the main. The short was the last video I don't like it. A short is a clip of the long form video I dropped day before yesterday. The short was dropped uploaded yesterday, so please go ahead and watch it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, like, and leave your comments on the comment section. Yeah, very, very important. Very, very important for me. Um, in 5 minutes time, I'll be ending the live stream. I want to officially thank you guys for stopping by. Those that shouted me, those that are waiting, those that, you know, someone subscribed, person that subscribed. Thank you for doing that. I really, really appreciate that. Okay. Thank you so much for supporting me one way or the other. And I also want you guys to know that I won't and will not take you guys for granted. You guys are my biggest friends. You are my biggest strength. I all know that you're my strength. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you, Chinelo. Sheets. I do appreciate. Yeah, I'll be ending this live stream here. So this is 4 o'clock, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.